The first night a dog sleeps deeply. There is a difference between rest and sleep, and dogs know it instinctively. Rest is what happens when the body pauses but the mind stays alert. Sleep is what happens when vigilance finally loosens its grip. Many dogs rest long before they ever truly sleep, especially dogs who have known uncertainty, instability, or sudden change. They lie down, they close their eyes, but something inside them remains awake, listening. The first night a dog sleeps deeply is not dramatic. There is no announcement, no clear signal that something important has happened. Often, it looks ordinary. A dog curled on a blanket, stretched along the floor, or tucked into a corner they have chosen themselves. But inside that stillness, something profound is taking place. The body is no longer preparing to respond. The nervous system is no longer bracing. For the first time, the dog believes, not intellectually, but physically, that nothing bad is about to happen. This episode is about that moment. The quiet arrival of safety, expressed not through behavior, but through sleep. Why dogs stay half awake? Dogs are not designed to surrender consciousness easily. In the wild, deep sleep is a vulnerable state, and vulnerability is something earned, not assumed. When a dog enters a new environment, even one that is kind and gentle, the body does not immediately agree that it is safe. The mind may be curious, even hopeful, but the nervous system moves slower. Many dogs sleep lightly at first. Their ears twitch at every sound. Their eyes open quickly. Their bodies remain coiled, ready to rise. To a human, it may look like normal sleep, but to the dog, it is surveillance. This kind of rest allows recovery without risk. It keeps the dog prepared for sudden change. When a dog cannot sleep deeply, it is not because they are uncomfortable in a physical sense. It is because their body has not yet received enough evidence that the environment is predictable. Safety is not a single experience. It is a pattern repeated often enough that the body finally relaxes its guard. Deep sleep is a decision the body makes. A dog does not choose deep sleep consciously. It happens when the nervous system shifts from alertness into regulation. Muscles soften, breathing slows, limbs extend without tension. The dog's body opens itself to the world instead of protecting against it. This is why the first deep sleep often arrives unexpectedly. Not on the first day or the first night, but after a series of quiet confirmations. No one grabbed, no one shouted, no one demanded. No harm followed rest. When the dog finally sleeps deeply, it is not responding to affection or routine alone. It is responding to consistency. The body has learned that stillness is no longer dangerous. What changes before the first deep sleep? Long before a dog sleeps deeply, small shifts appear. The dog begins to choose where to lie instead of positioning themselves strategically. They stop facing doorways. They turn their back to open spaces. They allow their body to stretch instead of curl tightly inward. These changes are subtle and often overlooked, but they are the body rehearsing vulnerability. Each time the dog rests without interruption, the nervous system gathers evidence. Each quiet moment builds toward the next. Deep sleep is not the beginning of trust. It is the result of trust accumulating quietly over time. Rescue dogs and the weight of memory. For dogs with difficult pasts, deep sleep can take longer to arrive. Trauma teaches the body to remain alert even when the mind wants rest. Some dogs have learned that danger arrives during quiet moments. For them, sleep once meant exposure. When these dogs finally sleep deeply, the significance cannot be overstated. It means the body has rewritten an old story. It means the present has proven itself different enough from the past to allow surrender. This is why the first deep sleep can feel emotional to witness. It is not just rest. It is healing made visible. Why humans feel this moment so strongly. People often say they felt something change the first time their dog slept deeply. This is not imagination. Humans are highly sensitive to cues of safety in others, especially animals we care for. Seeing a dog fully relaxed confirms something we have been hoping for, that our presence is not just tolerated, but trusted. The dog is not performing comfort for us. They are not signaling gratitude. They are simply allowing themselves to disappear for a while, and that disappearance is a gift. Deep sleep changes behavior gently. After a dog begins sleeping deeply, other changes often follow. Energy levels stabilize. Reactivity softens. Attention becomes more flexible. This is not because the dog has been trained, but because the nervous system is no longer exhausted. Sleep repairs what vigilance consumes. A rested dog has more capacity to engage with the world without fear. When sleep becomes a signal, not a state, there is a point where sleep stops being just something the body needs and starts becoming something the dog is saying. Not intentionally, not performatively, but through the quiet language of the nervous system. When a dog sleeps deeply in a shared space, not hidden, not guarded, not positioned for escape, they are revealing how they now understand the world around them. The body no longer treats the environment as something to endure. It treats it as something that can be trusted to continue as it is. This is why deep sleep often arrives unevenly at first. A dog may sleep heavily one night and lightly the next, as if testing whether safety is consistent or temporary. The body remembers too much to surrender all at once. Each deep sleep becomes a question asked silently. Is this still safe when I wake up? And when the answer keeps returning as yes, the question fades. Over time, sleep loses its tension. The dog's body stops negotiating with the environment. Muscles soften without hesitation. Breathing finds a slower rhythm. The world no longer needs to be monitored from behind closed eyes. Sleep becomes complete. And when that happens, the dog is no longer just resting in the home. They are resting with it. The space has been accepted not as shelter, but as belonging. That shift does not show up in commands or behavior charts. It shows up in a body that finally believes it can disappear for a while and be exactly where it is when it returns. In that unguarded stillness, when nothing is being watched for and nothing is being prepared against, a dog's sleep becomes the quiet confirmation that the world around them has stopped asking for survival and has begun offering continuity instead. If your dog has not slept deeply yet, it does not mean you are doing something wrong. It means the body is still learning. Trust cannot be rushed, and sleep cannot be forced. But it can be invited through patience, predictability, and respect for the dog's pace. When the first deep sleep arrives, you may miss it if you are not looking, or you may feel it without seeing it at all. Either way, something real has shifted. A dog does not sleep deeply until they believe they are safe enough to let go of the world. The first night a dog sleeps deeply is not the end of their journey. It is the moment the journey changes direction, from survival toward presence, from vigilance toward rest. If you have witnessed this moment, you know how quiet and powerful it is. And if you are still waiting for it, know that safety builds even when you cannot see it yet. Dogs speak through their bodies. And deep sleep is one of the clearest messages they ever send. If this reflection resonated with you, you're in the right place. We're here to notice what animals share when they finally feel safe enough to rest.